everyone, thanks very much for coming back and joining me. In tonight's video we are going to be talking about The Mask, which is a film that I absolutely love and I am very obsessed with Jim Carrey. He's absolutely hilarious. Now, Mark Richardson, who is the creator of The Mask, and he is also the founder of the Dark Horse comics, and he has basically said that he would very much be in favour of a female-led reboot of the movie The Mask. Really not happy about that. It doesn't sound good. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do a video about this, because not only does it not sound good, but for me, I absolutely love the movie and I thought I definitely wanted to come on here and talk about it and give my 2 cents and also see what everybody else thinks. You can let me know in the comments. We're going to start with what he said, so I'm going to read it off my phone, guys. He said, "I'd like to see a really good physical comedian. I have one in mind, but I'm not going to say her name. We have to do a lot of convincing for this particular actor, but we'll see. You never know what is coming in the future. We have some ideas. I am really sorry to tell you, mate, and I don't mean to sound rude, but your ideas ain't sounding so good thus far." Then he went on to say that he would also like a grittier take, which to me I find kind of interesting because, as I was saying in the beginning of this video, he is the founder of Dark Horse Comics, who actually does Hellboy comics. And what movie came out this year, guys? Hellboy, right? And that's what they had actually said when that movie was coming out. They were saying, we want to have a grittier take on this movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it, and I was all like, you know, I appreciated the fact that they tried to put their, like, a different spin on it, but unfortunately it fell extremely flat. It didn't work for me and it was an awful movie in my opinion. Love Ron Perlman, love Hellboy, but not that. Sorry. But to me, The Mask, Jim Carrey, who played Stanley Ipkiss, the way he played that role was just absolutely fantastic. Now, it is one of my favourite films of his. It wouldn't be my all-time favourite. I have a ton of his movies, but it wouldn't be my all-time favourite. I really love, actually, Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, Love Ace Ventura, so many movies, right? I'm not going to go over all Jim Carrey movies, but what I wanted to say was, for example, let's quickly look at something that I'm kind of embarrassed to say here on my channel, but Son of the Mask. Oh my. Let me know in the comments below how many people actually like that movie. How many people do you know that actually liked that movie? It was a massive flop. The animated series, on the other hand, I absolutely loved. Did anybody else watch it? I really loved the animated series of The Mask. And I just, for a second, let's just forget the whole lead female possibly in a remake of The Mask, right? Forget what this creator had said he would like to possibly happen, right? For a second, let that take a backseat, because we'll get back to that. But to me, what's the need in a reboot? I'm sorry, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There was nothing wrong with that movie, in my opinion. It doesn't need to have a reboot. And not only that, as I was saying, I love Jim Carrey. He's actually my favourite comedic actor, and of course Cameron Diaz is in that movie as well with him, and she would be, first of all, Jennifer Aniston's favourite actress, and Cameron Diaz would probably come along second place with Julia Roberts. So them two together I thought had great chemistry, and I actually watch this movie every single year without a miss, sort of around October time towards Halloween. Normally around like the beginning or the middle of October, because I actually start watching Halloween stuff like in September sometimes. Yes, I'm a bit strange, but Halloween and Christmas are my 2 favourite times of the year. But anyways, moving on. Who even asked for a freaking well reboot of The Mask? I ain't heard no one talking about it, right? And we're pretty much like 25 years on here, you know, it was made in 1994. And secondly, regardless as to whether they were to cast a male or a female, because obviously he didn't say, I am casting a female, you know, lead. He's just saying that he would be interested in that. So say he casts a male actor or a female actor. To me, you cannot replace Jim Carrey. It's just one of them people that you just shouldn't replace even if you think it's a good idea. And if you're going to try it, I wish you good luck, because they're pretty big shoes to follow in my opinion. And no one would be able, whether male or female, to bring as much humour, as much chemistry and as much fun to the role as Jim Carrey was able to bring across on screen back in 1994 in the movie The Mask. I'm sorry. The movie The Mask was out in 1994. There was none of this agenda-driven nonsense. But thirdly, why are we again changing male lead roles into female lead roles just to please the Fem-Bots? This isn't a reboot, this is a Fem-Bot for the freaking Fem-Bots. I'm sorry guys, but it is the gosh darn truth. Why not? Okay, right, it's just stop it, because it's lazy writing. It is very lazy writing. Why not get a strong, or not even strong, if you want to do a comedy thing, do a comedy thing, but have it something new and original that we haven't seen before comedy wise, or just a good movie in general, be it a strong character or just a comedic character or whatever, and have it something that we haven't seen before, something new and original that people can look forward to, and put all the female leads in that you want. Go right ahead, you know, knock yourself out. But things like, say for example, Indiana Jones for example, right? If it came out, okay, wouldn't be surprised, because I'm not shocked by this news, there's going to be a female actress, you know, in mind to play Indiana Jones. That is laziness, because the character already exists, all they're doing is swapping it for a female. That is such a lazy, cowardly way out. And it is cowardly, it 100% is cowardly, I'm sorry, I mean come on, come off it. But what I will say guys, is I'd hold my hands up if, say for example, I don't think this probably would be a good idea, but say for example they casted someone and she did a really good job and it ended up being a really good movie, and there wasn't a whole ton of array of agenda nonsense, and it wasn't all like, oh, I'm a female and I'm going to make, you know, jokes about, you know, the usual stuff that females tend to make throughout some movies, especially female comedians. Not all female comedians, but I think you grasp what I mean guys, you know. Just in case young people are watching this, I want to kind of be careful. But if it's just going to be a movie and it's all pandering and all that there nonsense, and it's just for the Fem-Bots and to please them, then, do you know what I mean? It will anger me. This news has kind of annoyed me in the sense that, why? Just why? And that is my question. I mean, I don't know why you would take something that's good and then try and revamp it. I mean, has anybody seen the movie Overboard with Goldie Hawn? I was watching it today, I watch it every summer, I love it. And they brought out a remake of that, and it was so bad guys. I don't know why. I mean, look at how bad Aladdin done. I mean, I'm sorry if you like that movie. I respect other people's opinions 100%. If you liked Aladdin, that's great. I'm really happy for you. And I'm not trying to say that in a condescending way. I genuinely mean that's great. I'm really happy that you did enjoy it, because unfortunately I did not. I can't believe I paid my money. That's time I'm not going to get back. I don't mind if someone wants to remake something so much. Not so much, right? Okay, it's not very original, but whatever. You want to remake something and you do it well, and you go out of your way to do it well, great. But if you're doing something for the sake of pandering and for the sake of swapping this and swapping that, heck to the freaking well no. I am sorry. I definitely wanted to make sure that this was a video I did today because, sorry, I'm getting angry. I love Jim Carrey. I love The Mask. Love the animated series. Did not like the trash that was Son of the Mask. What the heck was that? But this is not a good idea, I don't think. Now, if I'm wrong, I will come back on, and of course I will hold my hands up. But the thing is, I think this is going to be like a, will it be as bad as Ghostbusters 2016? Do you know, because that was the same kind of thing. Oh, we're going to get an all-female cast. And what did they do? Poor Chris Hemsworth, Thor, getting it bad. dumbing him down. They made him look like an utter moron, fool, and, you know, typical dumbing down man. It is embarrassing for me as a woman to see these kinds of things going on, and I think this is the kind of thing that is likely, I'm not saying it will be, but I am just saying it might not even happen this reboot, but all I'm saying is if it does happen, I predict that it will very likely be pandering. And I've had enough of it, I really have. I actually was having a conversation yesterday, and I think we are in a parallel universe, guys. We have to be, because the nonsense that's going on and the way people are so freaking well snowflakey. I'm not saying it hasn't been going on for a long time. Of course it's been going on for a very long time, but the snowflakes are getting bigger and they're falling faster to the point where I just feel like I'm just too far in deep with snowflakes. I'm actually freezing sitting here right now, the amount of snowflakes that are going on. Anyway, that is all that I have to give. That was my 2 cents on probably more of a rant, but you know, it's something I was passionate about because I freaking well love the mask. Let me know your thoughts and what do you think about this? Would you like to see a female-led role, or Fem-Bot led role, for a reboot of the mask? Who asked for it also? Can anybody leave below and say, I wanted this? I have wanted this for years. I mean, let's look at Bill and Ted 3. Sorry, before I go, guys, because I'm going off on one and I don't even care. Bill and Ted, right? There's a third Bill and Ted movie coming out. Now I know some people don't want it to come out, but there is a ton of fans, including me, that have wanted that movie to come out for years. Years and years, right? But who has asked for this? 25 years on. We're nearly 30 years on from Bill and Ted, and tons of people are really anticipating that. But who asked for this? I can tell you somebody who didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. I will see you all in my next video, guys. But until then, don't forget that the Force will be with you always. And please subscribe to the channel if you would be interested in Star Wars, Marvel, movie reviews, trailer reactions, and all that there madness. And also, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so that, you know, you get to see this crazy Mad Hatter coming up on your feed. I don't know why anybody would want that, but you know, you never know. And also leave a comment and I will try my best to respond to everybody. I always love having a chat in the comment section. And yeah, see you all soon, guys. Bye.